Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to talk about why Blue Beetle is one of the better DC movies of the last few years, and it's not on the same level as Dark Knight Rises or Superman Return, but it is a great movie, and I think I will add it to the top 10 DC movie list sooner or later. And Warner Brothers, if you see this video, you better give me Blue Beetle 2, a sequel to Blue Beetle. You hear me? But all joking aside, I think this movie is great. I think a lot of people is going to like it, and I'm also a little bit worried about the box office numbers, because when I saw this movie, I was the only one in the entire movie zone. So again, I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm really sorry about that. And there will be some spoilers in this video. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started. Let's start about talking about the Reyes family. And I'm gonna say it right away, I like each and every one of them. They're all great characters. If you've already seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's really easy to like each of those characters. Each of them has a likable personality, and some of them is incredibly funny. And when Alberto Reyes died in this movie, I was almost in tears when he died. I really felt that was a really tragic moment. I wish the character lived on to the next movie, but I understand why they killed him off. They needed some emotional stake in this movie. But again, I really wished he didn't die. Each of the characters was well written, the actors did well. Another two characters I liked was Dr. Sanchez and Jenny Cord. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm gonna say Dr. Sanchez, I didn't have a problem with this character, but I didn't see enough of the character to see how well I actually would like him if he got a much bigger role. But Jenny, she's awesome. She's maybe my second favorite character of this movie, and that's saying something. I like how her and Jamie Reyes had their relationship. I think that was a highlight of the movie. I think her and Reyes worked well together, and I really are hoping for a sequel to see what more they would do with this character. And of course, let's not forget the villains. Of course, Victoria Cord is of course the main villain, but Carapax is of course much better. He feels like more of an antagonist than she is, especially since it's he who always fighting Blue Beetle. Some will argue that he is the main villain, and that could be said, of course, but we all know that it's Victoria that is pulling the string, that it's she that gives him the orders. But then again, as I said earlier, Carapax is the one that actually fights Blue Beetle, that actually has a rivalry with him. So arguing who's the main villain doesn't matter. But both of them is done great. I like both of them as villain, and Carapax is more of a sympathetic villain than Victoria is, and that is what worked to the character's favor. The actors did a great job, the writers did a great job, and the characters of those two are great. And now let's talk about the story. I understand why many people saying that they've seen it all before, because this movie does feel similar to other superhero movies. It feels similar to both Iron Man and Spider-Man, and the origin story feels a bit similar as well. But then again, it's also a lot different in my opinion, especially since they are all from Mexico, Mexican culture, Latin American culture, and that works in the movie's favor. And the movies often works that the main hero is trying to help his family with money, trying to get a job that they can all work well, and then ending up getting a chance and ending up a hero, even though that wasn't his original plan. The movie has humor and it has drama and it has sorrow. It has three of the most important aspects in my opinion. And let's not forget, it has seriously great action. I mean, just look at those action scenes. So it got a lot of things right. Uh, and I think it, as I said earlier, I think it's one of the better DC movies in a really long time. Don't get me wrong, I like Shazam Fury of the Gods and I liked some of those other movies, but this one is the best of the last 2 years if you're not accepting Zack Snyder cut. In all, it's a great movie. I'm not gonna spoil too much, so you can watch this movie with limited spoilers. And I hope you all enjoy this movie as much as I did. But over to another serious point. When I said earlier, when I watched the movie, I was the only one that watched it when I saw it at the premiere here in Norway. I feel like that is a thing that worries me. Don't get me wrong, it could take a great return and lots of people can come in and watch the movie and it may earn some money after all. But I'm still a bit worried. I'm worried that we're not gonna get a sequel to this movie and the character will rather be used in other projects. And that's fine, but I really want to see a sequel to this movie. And I'm afraid that low box office is going to prevent this movie from getting a sequel. And that's it for this video. Do you like this movie? Do you dislike this movie? Are you going to watch it in the kino? Or are you gonna wait for it to come out on streaming? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope to see you guys again next time.